you talked about sponsors early on, and how you just sort of had to figure that out, right? So when you're a new guy and you're not very far up in the standings yet, and you don't have a lot of name recognition, and right, what's the pitch? What's the pitch to a sponsor? Like, hey, you ought to spend $5,000-$10,000 a race to get me going, and I'm going to put a sticker on my car. I mean, how do you sell that?
Yeah, so how we sell it is it's more than a sticker. That's the thing. So most race car drivers. So this is a cool thing. When I got into NASCAR, when I got into racing, I got to come into it from the outside, and I didn't grow up in this sport. When you grow up in this sport, you kind of get used to the same way everyone says, hey, be my sponsor. I'm going to put your name on my race car, and that's it. Yeah, I'm going to go try to win some races and get you up front on TV, and that's my pitch. For me, I was coming in from the outside. I didn't grow up in this swim lane where my mind was so narrow. I came in looking, okay, why did it work for this person? Why didn't it work for this person? Why doesn't this person have sponsorship? Why does this person have sponsorship? And I quickly realized that marketing is a huge thing. So for me in my pitch, when I come in, like in racing, anything can happen. On lap number 1, I could get wrecked out and I'm not in the race anymore. Does your name on the race car really matter at that point anymore? Probably not, because I'm not in the race anymore. So I had to figure out some creative ways to get past that, because anything can happen. I've had wrecks happen. I've been wrecked by someone in the first few laps. I've been wrecked by somebody 30 laps in. It just happens. So I was like, how can I still give the sponsor some value? So what I realized was, hey, one, I have a story that's more unique than any other driver in NASCAR. I'm African American. I went to a warfare officer. I'm still in the Navy. I was active duty when I first started racing. I'm now in the Navy Reserves. It's just something that's never been done before. So that's my story right there. And I can have people rally around me and create a fan base that pays attention to me, that I can reach out to and really put people's products and services in front of this fan base, whether it's my direct ones or ones outside of that, because of all the media that I'm able to get. So I go to sponsors and I tell them, hey, with all the media that I'm getting every single year, you can basically look at the media evaluation. I believe last year or so, we were at around $15 million in media evaluation for all the media hits that I got throughout the whole entire year. And I take that to sponsors. I'm like, hey, look, I mean, for you to get that same amount of media, you would have to spend X amount of money to do it. But with me, it's significantly cheaper. And then also I can help bring your brand and your logo to life. It's more than just putting a name on a race car. Let me bring it to life. Let me actually take this brand and do unique things, do some creative stuff with it, build some content for social media, digital, TV, whatever you got to do. And let me be the face of it and bring some energy to it, bring something authentic to it, and have it be something that people can now relate to. People normally see your logo and see your brand and they have no connection to it. Through me, they have a connection. They love everything I'm doing. They support me. And because they support me, they're going to support the sponsors. They're allowing me to have the platform that I have to continue to positively affect other people's lives. So when I bring that to sponsors, they're like, wow, that's awesome. And then some sponsors are like, well, maybe we don't care about the brand stuff. We're trying to do some business to business stuff. We really don't care about consumers. How can you help us there? Well, I tell those type of sponsors, I'm like, look, when you go to a track, right now it's different, obviously, for the COVID stuff, and no one can really go to the track except us. But when things open back up, when you go to the track and you're a sponsor there, what other place can you go where you can see the CEO of McDonald's, the CEO of Lowe's, the CEO of all these major Fortune 500 companies who are sponsoring NASCAR, or their top executives? Where else can you go in the world and see these people and be in a fun environment where you can actually walk up to them, shake their hand, give them a business card, and maybe have a little time to just pitch them? Because they're going to be there for about 3 or 4 hours during that race. And if they're there all day, they're there all day. So where else can you have that opportunity? Some people just want to sponsor me just to have that access. Some people want to use it as an opportunity to provide some type of event for their clients or their customers or employees. Employee appreciation events. They'll rent out a suite, they'll do this and that, and all of a sudden they're like, hey, this is what we want to do this is what we're going to do to show appreciation to you. Especially if you have a client that you're trying to lock down some other deal, you're really trying to impress them. Why not bring them to a NASCAR race and then surprise them and say, hey, we're bringing to a NASCAR race. We got a suite there. We have a car that we're sponsoring. Oh, by the way, look at that car driving by that we're sponsoring. Oh, that's your name on it too. We just did that for you. Let's lock down this deal. Boom.